Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to solder surface mount parts with hot air and solder paste. This is really useful for smaller, finer pitch integrated circuits, not really for much else. Resistors and such you can usually solder by hand. If you end up with a really small one, maybe you can use this instead, but generally you should do those with an iron. So started out, I showed the tube of solder paste there. You want to store that in a refrigerator when it's not being used. It's actually suspension of solder and flux in it. It needs to be kept cold when not in use. I went ahead and just put some on the pads on the right there. That's maybe a little less than I'd like, but I think it'll work out fairly well. And now I'm going on the left and adding some. I think I need to go off screen to get a little bit. So usually when you're putting solder paste down, you're going to want to get some tweezers to kind of spread it, hopefully kind of evenly. Don't worry of bridging the pad and such, because when you heat it all up, it'll all work out and reflow fine. And then, yeah, I have some on the left there, and that's a pretty good amount to have. So we'll go with that. I'm placing the IC on now, and I'm pretty not good at this, so it'll take a couple tries, and the magic of video editing will save me here. So yeah, there it is. Jumped forward a little bit. Yeah, now you don't need to have it super well lined up when you go to do this. The surface tension of the solder as it reflows will actually help just pop your part into place and pull it to be lined up. So yeah, I've moved it around a little bit. And you want to set your hot air station to about 480 degrees. That's a little on the high side. You can go down to as low as about 450. And here, yeah, that's heating them up. Goes right away. Everything reflows onto the pins well. And I'm going to save myself the embarrassment of misaligning it when I pull my tweezers away. So I'm jumping over the second IC on this board just to show it once again. And I think I was a little wiser on this one, and we'll actually have the whole video here for you. So yeah, when you do this, you're going to want to try to heat up the pins mostly, not the whole integrated circuit. Normally you want to go back and forth a little bit more. As you can see, the solder just pulled it there so one pin was misaligned, but I'm going to push it, and it pops right into place. This image here at the end is really good. You can really see there's the flux left over that was in it, suspended in it, and then on the right you can really see how it's like kind of pulled in towards the pins, and it's holding them down in place. Yeah, here's a zoomed in view too. So I hope you enjoyed. Use this where you think it's applicable. It's not the best because it heats up the whole board and heats up the chip, but it is sometimes the easiest.